Hey guys, welcome to Ruthy's Reading Room. I'm Ruthy and this is Jaw, my favorite stuffy. He's going to join us for story time today. I'd like to invite you to go and get your stuffy or whatever you'd like to curl up with while you listen to the story for today. Run and come back now. I'm so glad you've come back. Feel free to join me on the carpet in front of me or curl up in your favorite reading spot. Let's find out which story is coming off the shelf next. All right, here we go. Today's story is called Solloway. Can everyone pronounce that? Solloway. Very good. This story was written by Lupita Nyong'o and illustrated by Vashti Harrison. Okay, Jaw, it's that time again. We have to make sure all our friends are ready to listen to the story. So what does that mean? You got it. Put our listening ears on and put our hands in our lap. We always have to make sure that we're ready to go, right? Let's do that. Okay. I'm looking out at all my friends with all your stuff. Hold up your stuffy. Oh, yeah, wow. A giraffe stuffy. Look at the long neck. Oh, you're sitting so nicely and quietly. We're ready to begin, right, Jaw? We are ready. Good job. It's always figuring out where do we put Jaw so he can see the pictures, but also be in the mix with the kids. I think we'll put him in front of you guys for today. There we go. Okay, before we begin, I just want to suggest to parents and caregivers a great way for kids to really get into the book is if you guys have a copy at home too. So feel free to check out what book is being read. And if you have it in your collection, you can run and grab that too. And the kids can follow along with me. I'll put the pages on the video though, so you can see it closely and follow the words. Sounds good? All right, now we can get started. Solloway was born the color of midnight. What's the color of midnight? Black, right? Pretty dark. She looked nothing like her family. Not even a little. Not even at all. Do any of you have brothers and sisters that you guys don't really look alike? Or maybe mommy and daddy doesn't look just like you? But you're part of the family, right? Of course. Mama was the color of dawn. Baba the color of dusk. And Mish, her sister, was the color of high noon. Hardly anyone at school looked like Solloway either. People gave her sister, Mish, pet names like Sunshine and Ray and Beauty. Pretty good nicknames, huh? People gave Solloway names like Blackie and Darky and Night. Solloway felt hurt every time. Sometimes the names we get aren't ones that we really like. Does that happen sometimes, kids? Yeah. So she hid away while her sister made lots of friends. See her in the corner by herself? Solloway dreamed of being the same color as her sister. She wanted real friends too. Oh, that's hard to hear. Not feeling like she has any friends. So she got the biggest eraser she could find and tried to rub off a layer or two of her darkness. That hurt. Imagine. She crept into Mama's room and helped herself to her makeup. Oh no, she would hear about this from Mama. Do any of you go into your mom's makeup kits? Use a little lipstick? What happens when you do? Probably you're told, not allowed. So we decided to work from the inside out and ate only the lightest, brightest foods. She's really working on getting her skin lighter, isn't she? So what are the things she's eating here? Banana and mushrooms, cauliflower. Wow. Do you think it's going to work? Let's see. With a stomach ache from eating all that food, she went to bed early and turned to God for a miracle. Dear Lord, why do I look like midnight when my mother looks like dawn? Please make me as fair as the parents I'm from. I want to be beautiful, not just to pretend. I want to have daylight. I want to have friends. If you hear me, my Lord, and would like to comply, may I wake up as bright as the sun in the sky. Amen. Wow, Solloway is even praying that her skin changes. When Mama came in to wake her for school the next morning, Solloway rose to find not a trace of daylight in her midnight skin. Look at her looking in the mirror. Solloway told Mama everything. It's always good to have someone to talk to when you're going through hard times, right? Mama asked, "What is your name?" "Solloway," she muttered. "And what does it mean?" "Star," she whispered. "Brightness is not in your skin, my love. Brightness is just who you are. As for beauty," Mama said, rubbing Solloway's stomach the way she always did to comfort her, "you are beautiful." Solloway sighed. "Well, you're beautiful to me, but you can't rely on what you look like to make you feel beautiful, my sweet. Real beauty comes from your mind and your heart. It begins with how you see yourself, not how others see you. Now up you get and out you go." Some simple words of encouragement from her mom. How could she, as dark as she was, have brightness in her? How could she have beauty when no one but her mother seemed to see it? She's thinking about what her mommy told her, isn't she? How could she be a star? That night, a shooting star appeared at Solloway's window. "The night sent me," the star said. "Come with me. I feel like an adventure is about to start. Let's see." Solloway hopped onto the star and off they went. "Long ago, at the beginning of time," said the star, "there was night and day, and they were sisters." You see them in the corner here? They loved each other very much, but people didn't treat the sisters the same. People gave Day pet names like lovely and nice and pretty. People gave Night names like scary and bad and ugly. She felt hurt every time. This sounds kind of like how Solloway and her sister Mish are compared, right? Some words were used that weren't very nice. Yeah. Well, Night got fed up and walked right off the earth. Day stayed behind and enjoyed making everybody happy in the sun. Looks like they're having a good time, But then Day grew too long. Day began to really miss her sister. So did everybody else. Do you see how they were dancing and happy up here? But down here it looks like they're getting tired. There had to be a way to get her back. Day set off to find Night, and she did. See them coming together again? "I miss you," said Day. "I miss you too," said Night. "But you don't know what it's like to be treated badly for being dark." "You're right, I don't," Day replied. "But what I do know is that we need you just the way you are. Come and see." Night returned, and the people rejoiced. "We need the darkest night to get the deepest rest. We need you so that we can grow and dream and keep our secrets to ourselves." The stars chimed in. "Brightness isn't just for daylight. Light comes in all colors, and some light can only be seen in the dark." While Day had a golden glow, with Night Everything had a silver sheen, elegant and fine. Day told her sister, when you are darkest is when you are most beautiful. It's when you are most you. Could it be that night did not need to change? Not even a little? Not even at all? What do you think? Now that night and day were back together, a little bit of night returned to day in the form of shadows, and a little bit of day returned to night in the form of moonlight. They were inseparable from that moment on and promised to celebrate the brightness in each other, whether people chose to see it or not. Isn't that beautiful? You see, the star explained, we need them both on their sunniest day and their darkest night, and every shade in between. Together, they make the world we know light and dark, strong and beautiful. So I rose the next morning, beaming. There would be no hiding anymore. Do you think she got some confidence from that adventure on the star? I think so. She belonged out in the world, dark and beautiful, bright and strong. Look at her smiling. And if she ever needed a reminder of her brightness, she could look up at the sky on the darkest night to see for herself. Solloway felt beautiful inside and out. That is the end of our story today. Wasn't that a beautiful story? Just such a great lesson. Sometimes we don't always feel comfortable in our own skin or what we look like, but there's beauty in all of us. It's so important that as kids we understand that as we get older, right? I hope that you got that from this story too. So that's another story time we got to share together, right, Ja? Ja really enjoyed that story as well. Ja doesn't like when little boys and little girls don't feel good about themselves, so it's good that she got her confidence by the end, right? Wonderful. I'm really happy you joined me in Ruthy's reading room today. And remember, the best place to read is wherever you are with a book. See you next time. Bye.
Ruthy's read it.